Hi, my name is Mariah Forbes, and this is my second assignment in my interactive media class. And for this assignment, I was to create at least three agents of two types that showed that they had at least some artificial agency. So as you can see with this, I already have two of one type of agent, and they are from a class that I like to call runners. And not only that, but we also have this random thing on the background that I kind of think of as algae a little bit, I guess. But basically, with that, I am putting about like 500 of them on at a time each frame. 500 of those dots are going on, so it makes like a little trail that the runners are making. As you can see, each time the runners run into each other, they make a little one. So, after a while, of course, you'd expect that to get bigger and bigger. And you'll see later what happens when the number gets to be too big. But for now, each time they run within a certain range of each other, they produce another one. And makes it look kind of like they're reproducing a little bit. There's also a timer set on this, so that takes about 1 second before they're allowed to have another, you know, runner or whatever. But, yeah. Now, as you can see, when they do it enough times, it creates another object on there, which we will call the chaser, even though I never actually got it to chase them without making a bunch of errors. But the chaser, it has a good, very important job in this little, I guess you could say, ecosystem that I made. It eats the runners so that it doesn't get too big for the screen, even though they also go in a random path made by noise. So it's not, they're not able to actually chase them. One of the chasers ran over a runner and the runner didn't disappear. That's because I saved two of the runners to always stay there, so that even if they're all pretty much depleted, there'll be at least a chance for them to reproduce later on. Now, another chaser appeared a while ago, so now there's two of them on screen. I did it so that whenever there are more than six as many chasers, or six as many runners to chasers, that another chaser will appear. And this is so that it keeps down the population of the runners a little bit. They also have a trail, and I think, if I developed this more, I would probably change it so that they weren't square shaped, because I know it's supposed to look a little different, but it's kind of ugly shape. And the color's kind of ugly too, so I'd probably change the color as well. I think this application would be really cool to use as like a screensaver or some other type of background thing, although the screensaver is probably like the best thing I can think of. But maybe instead of having the dots covering up the trails, could have like sort of like this pixelated thing that would cover it up that looks sort of like the desktop, but I don't know. This would look pretty cool for a screensaver too. In the future, if I did anything differently, I would add in actual code for the chasers so they would actually chase the runners, and I'd make sure it would work. Well, that looks like that's about it. So once again, this is Mariah Forbes, and this is my second assignment. Thanks for watching.